Welcome to Talking Over Albums again. Here comes Will. Hello.
Oh, there it is. Worked. It's the free hotel internet, so hopefully it.
Edging our way towards the 100th episode, I think.
We gotta.
Well, I mean, you were the last one, so this is like 92 or something.
What did we do for the last one? I'm trying to remember.
I was just listening to it, and it was really funny. So I don't know why people don't listen to this.
John Mayer and.
No, that was a long time ago. Ours was. I don't know. It was a Dave. No, it was Creed.
My Sacrifice, was it? Or no, it was the one with Higher on it.
Yeah, that was a good one. We had a lot of good insights, and we can do Nickelback's new album, Get Rollin'.
Nickelback, Get Roll. Oh wow, this is like 2022.
Yeah, they're still going.
I mean, he looks like he cut his hair.
Yeah, in their newest video, he's just straight up ripping off what's his name from Metallica. His look, he's got like the the hair, the black T-shirt, and the sweatbands. Like he's just what's the lead singer of Metallica's name? He's just he's just doing James Hetfield cosplay. Like, all right,
does heaven even know you're missing? You could do that. This is Get Rolling. San Quentin.
Oh yeah, San Quentin. You need to watch the music video for it. It's really delightfully delusional, where it's like all of these kids at a college campus like getting notifications on their phone that Nickelback is playing on the quad. It's like none of them are showing up. All right, let's just do a sampler because there's a lot of. Damn it! I don't have a pen. Hold on. So I think there's because there's quite a few new things that have come out. Like Peter Gabriel has released 3 songs from a forthcoming album.
Oh, I met this Russian asylum seeker guy down here in Charleston. And he said him and his fiance met at The Cure was playing in Moscow. And like the girl like flew from Savannah to Moscow, and that's where they met.
When was this?
And this is right. It was before the war started.
Okay. Oh, I thought this was like a we're not playing Sun City sort of thing. The Cure is playing Sun City. That'd be awesome. Just like pulling a Steven Seagal where you're just like, screw it, I love Putin.
The Cure.
Yeah, another band I really like. I thought they had an album coming out, but because they said they were near finished with it. Pure Bathing Culture. That's going to be like the one shout out here because I'll forget to actually do their album when it comes out. But I saw them at the Castle. I was like the only person who talked to them with their merch booth. And I was like just gushing over one of their albums. Whatever, we can get started here. We'll probably end up, because Peter Gabriel has 3, U2 has like 3 or 4, like Nickelback.
I'm not finding Peter Gabriel on, well, at least not on Spotify. Let's see.
They're on YouTube if you can't find it or whatever. I think all of these are on YouTube. I'll just have to pause for commercials. We should start with Peter Gabriel. He's just announced he's going to be in United Center in September. I saw him in 2015 when he was doing the So album. I don't know the word. Just like the anniversary of the So album, the one that has Sledgehammer and In Your Eyes. That was like 2015. It was like those 2 weeks, those 2 back-to-back weekends. I saw Prince and Peter Gabriel. That was fun. Okay, let's start with the
Full Moon.
Let's do them by the order of release. We don't have to listen to like every second of every song, but the first was. Well, this is the problem. He's doing this thing where he's putting out 2 different mixes for the same songs, like the bright side and the dark side mix. So he's doing like a twofer for each. We'll just do, because I don't know which is better or care. Um, yeah, because like his first single that he put out, Panopticon, they're both 5 minutes and 14 seconds. I don't know how much difference there actually is. Let's just do the bright side.
Which one?
Hey,
The court.
Panopticon.
There we go.
Do you have a coin? Just flip a coin. We'll do pick dark side or bright side. Like,
I don't know if I have a coin or
right?
not.
Nobody carries currency anymore. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Just do the bright side. Makes.
There we go. I got it on. Ready?
Let me give a little intro. I'm on a commercial anyway here. Let me give a little. Yeah, it's been 20 years. The last time you put out a proper album was junior year of high school for us.
I remember. Yeah, I remember watching it with the one with like the Mercy Street when he like they're rowing the boat around
Yeah,
the stage.
Growing Up Live. So that was the album, was Growing Up. That's when I got really into him. Like he's done like orchestral albums and stuff since, like some covers, like yeah, like some orchestral cover albums and stuff. But he's only released like three or four original songs in the last 20 years. So it feels weird. He's doing like a, I don't know when this actual album comes out, but it's been 20 years of him saying, "Yes, I've been working on a new album and I have like all of these songs ready to go." And it's weird to actually hear any of them come out. They're kind of growing on me. All right, ready? Here's Panopticon. I'll butcher his explanation of it. It's been growing on me, but like all three of his new songs that he's put out, the one thing that I feel like's missing is his usual attention. Like the one thing I love about him is him finding new sounds or like new interesting like audio textures. And I feel like these three, they're not bad songs and they're growing on me, but like they feel a little dry. And I'm kind of getting the sense that he knows that this is probably his last album because he works so slowly. Because it was 10 years from uh, the album before us. I mean, before Up, the one with whatever, the one that you know, that we listened to in high school. The one before that was 10 years, and it's been 20 years since this one. So, like, the next one, he's not going to live another 40 years. So,
Oh, is he?
like, so I'm kind of getting, like, this depressing vibe of like, he's kind of leaning into the fact that his life is coming to an end. And so like, this is the most socially conscious just based on these three songs. But anyway,
It's yeah.
his explanation of this song is the idea of the panopticon, that kind of like prison. I don't know if it's from 1984, where it's like the circular prison, where you just like, his is the reverse. Like his explanation of is it's the reverse, where all the people are watching the people in power. I don't know how
Was
much.
this like a
I
is this
don't
like
know.
a post COVID song? It's like,
Um, I don't know. I haven't read the lyrics, so like I can't tell if this is actually good or not. And sometimes it just takes time for a song to like flower and grow. Because there are songs that are just immediately amazing and then they kind of peter out over time. So with Peter Gabriel, like it's hard to tell. But none of these have been like immediately hit. Like, yeah, this is gonna be a classic.
this is
And
see
then,
here.
yeah.
Take the mother load, tentacles around you, around you. From up and above, below the ground, it was in Berlin that all the evidence was found. Look from the street, and look down from the skies. We see through the barriers, we can see through all those lies. And we pour the medicine down while we watch the world around us.
Oh, and another weird one is this is like, I might be mistaken, but this is like the first song he's had an acoustic guitar in since Salisbury Hill. So it feels kind of weird. He rarely ever uses acoustic guitar.
It's not bad. So I'll turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, because I when it was first released, because he's putting out a new song every full moon, so once a month. But the first time I heard it, I was just like, ugh. I don't know.
The second time you were stoned,
But
and so it was better.
it's been growing on me since. And you can barely hear her, but his daughter's still singing with him, Melanie, the one who does the upside down thing and a downside up. Remember when they strap themselves to the that circular part of the arena and like walk upside
Yeah.
down, downside up,
What year was that? It
upside
was like
down.
maybe like
2002 or three. The next one I like a lot better. The Court. Flip a coin.
which one's this one? Oh, the core. Okay.
Let's do Dark Side mix for this one. I don't know the difference between either of these, but the Court Dark Side mix. I'm on a commercial, and I am.
Is it like Burning Man?
No, it's not Burning Man, but it's some artist who was sort of like tongue in cheek, burning this thing in effigy to break a curse. I don't know this exactly for what, but yeah, this is my favorite of the three.
You got the healer and the birthday cake. We got the real thing, and we got the fake.
Yeah, I think this has the most interesting arrangement of the three singles he's put out.
I mean, it does seem like it's. I guess I'm not as familiar with Peter Gabriel, but it does seem like. I mean, I know his music was always like lyrical, but this one seems like it's really intense.
Yeah, I
Got my baby throwing up on chocolate milk. The black cat judge reaches out for his self.
because like Peter Gabriel's always had kind of his two sides, where he goes extremely depressing and introspective, which is probably the majority of his music, but he also has like a funnier, cheekier side. In so far of these three songs, this seems to be way on the scale of like I know you're not a big Bowie fan, but like Bowie's last album, Black Star, where
I love that. Yeah, I was thinking about that Lazarus.
he knew he was dying, and so there's just like that sense of like where there's a definite end coming up, and I feel like that's kind of what's going on here. Like, not that he's dying, but like I said, he's not gonna make another album probably, unless he's just stored up a ton of material.
Yeah, how old is Peter Gabriel?
Yeah, it feels like a legacy album of, you know what I mean, like a
Yeah, that's like his.
like Lazarus and, well, yeah, David Bowie was one of those like weird anomalies where I think he knew he was dying by the one before it, the next day. I think those last two albums he knew that he was dying of cancer, so they're both like send off albums, and I don't know of any other artist who's you know been able to make an album while they're dying.
Well, he released it like on the day. Oh, they released it like the day he died, right? Wasn't it like
It was really close. I can't remember if it was before or after the Black Star. Yeah, I don't know. But this is a cool song. But anyway, and the next one, man, my computer's noisy. Off you go. Playing for Time, and there's only one mix, so we don't have to pick. This one requires explanation because for some reason he's really infatuated with it's playing right now. He's really infatuated with Randy Newman. You know who Randy Newman is? The guy who does all like the
Story.
like Bug's Life and Toy Story and crap. He has a lot of songs that sound Randy Newman-ish, and for the movie Babe, he did a song written by Randy Newman called That'll Do. This basically sounds like a more epic version of.
But this kind of has like this has like Here Comes the Flood kind of.
Yeah, that too. But at least in his behind this his weekly update video, he says the That'll Do Pig song was an inspiration for this. So it's again like he's written this melody so many times, the sort of Randy Newman-ish melody. But like what I think separates this is it has this huge build-up into this like epic orchestral ending, which kind of separates it from his usual Randy Newman homage.
This is definitely like everybody's playing for time. You and I are still playing for time.
Oh yeah, this is a I'm getting old and dying song.
There's a hill that we must climb towards the midst of time.
That'll do, pig.
There goes the sun, back from where it came. The young move to the center, the mom and dad, the frame, any space, any time, any moment that we bring to life. Ridiculous, sublime. It's not. Yeah, this one's not subtle at all. All the moments come and go.
Yeah, but like I'm not sure what like the musical term would be, but like a coda, or like a coda or a reprise. So it kind of feels like a second chapter to Here Comes the Flood, kind of. Or like the final form of all of the Randy Newman pastiches he's made over the years.
Future shines a sunny day, unpacked memories stored away. All the while the clocks keep ticking. You and I still playing for time.
All right, there goes the train. Right next to the tracks now.
Oh, is it? I can't hear it. One by one the voices silence, for they know that time will tell. It's time that wears the crown, a time that rings the bell. Damn.
I think his best Randy Newman homage is River, River, carry me home. What's the song? Washing of the Water. I think that's his best piano ballad Randy Newman song. That's a good one. That's one of his two songs that are like most frequently cited as thank you. I was thinking of jumping off a bridge. Oh, the one from City of Angels.
Oh yeah, the I Grieve.
I Grieve.
That's a good album, the City of Angels.
All right.
Yeah.
On to you two. I think this room just echoes a lot more than the old one. All right. Do you have any idea what the order is, or does it matter? How many have they?
Mine has Beautiful Day, One, With or Without You, and Pride.
Okay, so you two songs of surrender.
Like 4 days ago.
What's I Believe in Father Christmas?
I'm pretty sure I heard that. Like,
have you ever listened to Bono's solo stuff? I saw some playlist, I think on Spotify, where it's like he has a whole like compilation. I didn't know there was enough for a compilation.
We Are the People. What is it? Oh yeah, never. Featuring Bono and The Edge. We Are the People.
So is it just the three? There's one, With or Without You, and Pride.
There's With or Without You, Pride. Beautiful Day.
Holy crap! That train's loud.
Yeah.
Hey everyone at home, if you're thinking of getting into any kind of recording or podcasting, don't get a Blue Yeti. It's the world's most sensitive microphone.
It starts with Beautiful Day. That's the first one I have.
Whatever this playlist is does not have that on there. All right, let's start with Beautiful Day. I heard that the other day on Spotify. I wasn't really paying attention. All right.
They have like a Lisa New verse. We'll say.
Oh yeah, that was so weird.
About Adam and not blaming
Eve.
Or that was like supposed to be like the pseudo feminist lyric. Or... Okay, here we go. Is it playing yet?
Yeah. Traffic is stuck.
I feel like this whole album just has that like little whatever that is, little clicking in the background. It's just like
probably because the drummer's not there anymore.
It's a metronome.
That'd be awesome if they just do live concerts with.
I mean, it is just maybe it's the guitar, just like the the steady.
Well, I think that'd be really awesome if they just put a giant metronome with his face on it instead of a drummer, and for live concerts.
They're big enough that people would just love it. It'd be ironic, and they'd be like.
They're either going to do something like really pretentious like that, or just get guest drummers. But I don't know how many like famous guest drummers there are anymore, or how many famous drummers there are.
I get like his nephew or something to play. Did you ever listen to his son's band? Bono Sons.
Yeah, I forgot about it, but yeah, it was alright. Oh, here it is.
It is.
Yeah, Eve wasn't the one who threw God out of the garden. Like, okay, like I've said in the All That You Can't Leave Behind episode, this is probably in my top 10 U2 songs. And I think a great song can I think that's like the purpose of this album is like a great song can sort of transcend the arrangement. But at the same time, I think part of the power of Beautiful Day is the energy that bursts into the chorus.
Yeah, it's I guess it's like if you were doing this live, it'd be different than like making an actual album.
And I sort of get where this is coming from because they do this all the time. Like they do live, they've always done like certain songs as stripped down arrangements where they go out onto that long platform and then just stand there with like with like folk instruments and just do a stripped down thing. So they've done this like all the time, and I think it just made an album out of it. But all right, what do you want to do? What's the next one?
One, there we go.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard this one.
I guess one was already kind of.
Yeah, it was already slow. I feel like this one was This is kind of pointless because there's 1,000 versions of this song, and they've probably done a better live strip. I'm sure they've done a better live stripped down version of this. I don't know. Like what Sting has done, what Peter Gabriel has done. This very career retrospective stripped down and or orchestral thing. Like, just make a punk album. Like, I'm not. I feel like it's this need with like legacy artists to like canonize themselves into like this sort of serious, legitimate, like yes, we're approaching the end. Like, just do a punk album. I don't know. Do something funny.
They're
Like, that's why I like what David Bowie did at the end. Because, like, yeah, it's very serious. Whatever. It's heavy and serious, but like, you could still tell that he had a sense of humor behind a lot of the songs on those last two albums.
yeah, this is. I mean, I guess U2's got to do. I feel like they do like one last album.
At some point, we do have to go to the first of these three songs of whatever. Because every time songs from those pop up, I'm like, yeah, it wasn't that bad. I mean, for me, like, because I just didn't care for it when it came out. But every time I hear the stuff now, I think it's aging well. I think whatever the first one was, I think it was pretty. I think it was pretty good. But I haven't listened.
Songs of Innocence and then Songs of Sort. Which one was first? Yeah.
But I haven't listened to it all the way through since it got dumped onto my iTunes.
That's the last. I went to that concert. It was like in 2014 or 2015.
That was such a Spinal Tap, like a modern Spinal Tap thing. Like when everyone got pissed off about a U2 album getting dumped into their iTunes playlist. I'm gonna send you that article. I mentioned it before, but there's some guy. It was like this sort of like tongue-in-cheek, like trying to like rethinking his life via the moment that U2 album was dumped into his iTunes, and he's like, oh, because he couldn't get rid of it, and it was like him chronicling, like calling the people at Apple like hotline trying to get assistance on how to get this removed from his iTunes.
Back when people had iTunes.
Yeah.
Today.
All right. With or without you. Did he change the lyric? I thought it was. I already forgot. I think he changed like one word. I can't remember. Never mind. Sorry. I think he's changing lyrics. Obviously. Because he added a whole other verse to it.
See this song, With or Without You, but when they did the Sing 2, still I haven't found what I'm looking for. Like that was the like my nephew's favorite song now. It was like they maybe got a new generation onto the song. It says, "Should I wait for you? Am I
Yeah.
a thorn inside? Should I wait for you?"
Wasn't it?
Uh,
What was it before?
see this
And
sounds
was it just and I'll wait for you?
see this, and I'll wait for you.
Okay.
And he says, "Am I such a thorn in your side?" So it's like he's doing this introspection.
Well, I do appreciate that he's not doing that thing that annoys the crap out of me when like artists get bored with the melodies of their own song and just start like kind of where you have like here's the line of like here's the flow of the melody and they'll just be like up here and down here like I'm reinventing this the thing that the guy from uh Counting
Crows.
Crows does. Yeah, the I'm bored with singing my song thing.
And I'm greedy for you. It says, "Through the storm we reach the shore. You gave it all, but I want more, and I'm greedy for you." So this is
You know what I want them to do is just go back to like the really their last album needs to be just circle if you're gonna do like some full circle thing like just go all the way back to the early U2 sound where Edge is just doing like the thrashing like one note.
oh boy.
All right, let's go to Nickelback. San Quentin. Make sure it's the music video.
Oh, the college kids are coming out to see Nickelback.
This song is like the Bizarro World version of White Rabbit, where when it peaks, it's like in your pants because he's leaning into this rhyming scheme like up until the chorus and then doesn't rhyme like the final line with everything he's been building up to that point.
It
Dude,
does. It has a different sound now. It's like a
dude, you gotta come here in June. They're playing at the Interstate Center at the Tailgates and Tall Boys.
Nickelback is.
Yep, they're gonna be 2 miles from where I live.
What's the date of that?
I don't know. It's June something.
Let's see here. Nickelback. What's in normal?
Bloomington. It's next to the West Side Walmart. You know the
Oh,
Interstate Center.
is the
Okay, all right. You want to Tears for Fears?
here's the
Um,
if you want the most like end of life song, we wanted that theme. Actually, it's my favorite song on the album, but it is very
Wait, what's it called?
Rivers of Mercy.
What of Mercy?
Rivers of Mercy.
Oh, Rivers of Mercy. Yeah, I haven't heard anything from this new stuff. Oh wow, he looks like Gandalf now. Anyway, here we go.
This album, I don't know, was this Tears for Fear album was like I think it was like the one I listened to the most of any album last year.
Yeah, this is really nice. It's just weird hearing Tears for Fears with real, natural instruments.
Yeah, it's got like I feel like it has still an element of like their old. I mean, you can tell it's the band, but it's like they've definitely toned down the synthesizer and
It's very optimistic because, like, when I think of Tears for, well, you know, like everybody wants to rule the world is very breezy, but like a lot of their other songs have like a kind of dark bent to them, and maybe that's a lot of like having like a very synthesized sound is sort of this like edgy or darker thing. This feels very
I
light
guess this was like
and
after like during COVID and like with all the violence, the police brutality.
yeah.
And I guess I think his wife died of like alcoholism or like I think it was like it's like the whole album's kind of more introspective.
So what I'm saying is like this doesn't sound like it would have been on the Donnie Darko soundtrack. This is nice though. All right, next. All right. Do you have any others? Anyone else
I
doing
think
any?
trying to think of any other.
Anyone else doing any new music here? For the final episode of Talking Over Albums, what do we get? What's our the final song?
The
Something relatively newish, I guess. In the worst produced episode of, because my laptop has the world's loudest fan. Jack White. Let's see what old Jack Whitey's doing. Yeah, we were in Nashville in the beginning of January. Let's go. Please God, don't tell anyone. I don't know what this song is, but it's a good title. Or how about If I Die Tomorrow? Flip a coin.
Let's do it. Into the Twilight. Let's hear. Is that the same album? Let's hear.
I don't know.
I'll see those ones.
But he's obsessed with blue.
Jack. Okay. Entering Heaven Alive. Is that it?
Let's do Please God Don't Tell Anyone by Jack White. You know what I want more than anything is a Jack White biopic with Michael Cera as Jack White. Well, I don't know if this is from his last album, but this is a hell of a lot better than whatever was on... Crap, what was... Oh, Boarding House Reach. Have you ever... You should listen to that sometime. That was a misstep from old Jack White. He was trying to do something more like artsy and electronic kind of sounding. It was really bad.
Did you hear his cover of Love Is Blindness?
Yeah, not in a long time though.
What movie was that on? It was like some superhero movie.
Watchmen?
It might have been.
Yeah. I know that he did it. I forgot that he did it until you brought it up, but cool, Jack White, good work. So our opinion on this current state of legacy artist music. Well, Dutch Uncles aren't a legacy artist, but just music to look forward to. What
wrestling with their mortality? That's the.
Yeah, we need a new B-52s, or they might be giants. Like comedy music needs, not comedy, but like fun surf rock needs to come back.
Everything's too not sincere, earnest. Yeah, that's right.
Earnest. Like earnestness needs to go away. Yeah.
People just need to become. We need a little bit more Nickelbaack, like back in our lives, and just.
No. I didn't say butt rock. I meant like
I'm
fun,
wondering
fun, not butt rock.
I really do want to go see Nickelback in normal. Like I feel like there'll be like a Calvary reunion.
Yeah, we should
of just probably the kids that I don't get along with, but to be like
start a Facebook group or like an event
and just Calvary meet up at Nickelback.
Yeah. But
oh man.
All right. Well.
Okay. Well.
Not next week, but we're gonna. It's gonna be 40 songs long, but we're gonna have to do songs of surrender.
Yes.
Sorry, folks, we're back. We forgot the pivotal one. They have a new one because this is important because, in previous episodes I complained that he keeps rewriting Minarets. He's done it again. So this is the crappier version of Mother Father.
Madman's Eyes?
Yep.
Madman's Eyes edit or just Madman's Eyes?
I don't know. Just do the edit. It doesn't. Do official audio. Anyway, folks, we're back because this is really important. Yeah, I don't know how I forgot this. Yeah, Dave Matthews. There's a new album coming out in May. Don't care, but he's rewritten Minarets for the 30th time. Oh yeah, we should do a whole episode just ranking his vaguely Middle Eastern songs. Obviously, number one is Last Stop, then Minarets, and then everything else is down in the toilet. Yeah, this is just...
There we go. I mean, at least it's like
He says, "Little Billy's got a gun." Oh my god! Oh god!
What was his song? We need to learn from our kids about the future.
How do I
the
reach?
children.
It was on the last album, the one with Samurai
Cultural
Cop.
appropriation or something.
The one with how do we teach these kids not to? How do we teach these kids to reform gun control? Yeah, I'm still. I think the arrangement on this is slightly better than. My brain is already pushing this out. What's the one from Everyday? Mother Father.
Oh, what?
I think the arrangement is slightly better than Mother Father, but like it's the same. But he's grooving in the video. That's good.
Madman's eyes. Let me pick up on these lyrics.
Oh yeah, full circle because I think Dave Matthews is he's off all of his former drug regimen. Sorry, Dave.
Is this real? Is this make believe? You think we know how everything's supposed to be, like a train blowing?
What's the first line of the song?
Oh, little Billy's got a gun. Little Billy's having fun, shooting bottles on the wall. Dream the heroes come home from war. Is this real? Is this make believe?
Is this Pumped Up Kicks too?
Don't sacrifice another child. It's not black and white. Unless you're looking through a madman's eyes. The truth might not be crystal clear, but if might is right, there's no room for love in here. Oh, we pray to God and hope he's listening. Then a man with a gun brings the demons in.
Oh my god, the chorus is so overproduced. You can barely hear anything. Like, everything's just, like, squashed down and pushed out into the corners. Like,
yeah, this is, like, very, like...
Oh, yeah. Let's try to list them all. The other one, wait, there were two on... There was Mother, Father, and What You Are. He had two on one album. He had two on Everyday. What You Are, Mother, Father, Minarets, that really crappy one that I keep blocking out of my mind. Oh, wait, that was Mother, Father. This, Minarets, blah, blah, blah. Last Stop. So there's at least... He's written this song at least 6 times now.
What's the Come and Relax? It has a little bit of that.
Oh, that's the beginning to Rapunzel. Pantalanaga Pampa. Anyway, hey Dave, just stop. Stop with the Middle Eastern thing.
Sounds like he is going back to his something roots.
Here's an idea. Here's my challenge to you, Dave. 1, come on our podcast. 2, write a Middle Eastern sounding song that doesn't have to have socially conscious lyrics.
I'm surprised Dave has not been like canceled 20 times over for something, but he's held on.
He has. Good for him.
I mean, yeah. They're coming back to Charleston. Dave Matthews. I feel like it's like the perfect. I think we were talking about that. Yeah. Charleston's like the perfect Dave Matthews spot. It's like the quintessential, like, frat boy.
Remember when they used to come through, like, not just Chicago? Because they used to come to, like, Champaign and Springfield. Like, now it's just Chicago. It's just they just sort of gloss over the state. But that's kind of everyone. I don't know why no one will come south of Chicago into Illinois anymore. Anyway, talking over albums. Yay! But watch that Key and Peele sketch, the Hootie and the Blowfish thing.
Have you seen the guy from Barstool Sports?
No. I kept trying to record a review for the new Dutch Uncles album, True Entertainment, and about the 3rd time through it started to feel too weird. Like, talking about the band or trying to explain them or explain their sound and what makes them special started to feel a bit like the Fight Club rule or something. Or like trying to explain the Grand Canyon to people. Like, just go see it. Yeah, on a superficial level, I love them because they sound like all of my favorite art rockers from the late 70s and 80s put into a very fine blender. But that doesn't really explain what makes them special. these guys just have this uncanny ability to tap into the flow state where it rarely ever feels like they're not hitting the exact groove that they intended to. So yeah, just go and listen to them. And I suppose start with the newest and work your way backwards. Trying to rank their albums is essentially pointless, as they're all excellent or better, with maybe the exception of the first self-titled one where they were still trying to get their footing. Their catalog is really more of a what kind of good are you in the mood for right now kind of thing. True Entertainment feels like the band at their breeziest and most confident. It's just a happier, more immediate album that feels more concerned with moments as opposed to the usual, more impressionistic bombast. Less progressive build-ups to crescendos, less epic landscapes, and more delightful postcards this time, but without sacrificing any of the emotional depth. The only criticisms I might be able to level at True Entertainment, for the sake of seeming like an actual review and not just a love letter, are that I still can't quite get into the verse sections of the song Tropagala. It still feels a little on the sing-songy side. The other nitpick being that I think the song Damascenes, which is the second track on the album, should have probably been somewhere near the end. It feels too soon for a track with that deep and introspective of a groove to be so early in the running order. Also, its lead vocals hit these beautiful peaking, crescendoing notes where we get Duncan, the lead singer, hitting some rare, intense growls in his delivery that to me signify a conclusive mood. But that's kind of it. They rock, they're awesome, give these guys some time and money. If this is their last album, which I suspect it might be based on how they've been talking about where their lives are right now and how the band fits into that equation, I think this is an excellent send-off for the boys. So thank you for the music, and everyone go listen to them. No, I'm not going to use a pop filter. Thank you.